Bada bing, bada.
Hi.
Hi. We're back.
When was the last time we recorded? It's been a
I
month at
I think
least.
it's been like a month, yeah, which might be closer to our usual release schedule now.
Yeah.
Maybe taking it a little easier on the episode releases for a little bit. We're just so busy.
Yeah, which I'm not a fan of.
No, I would prefer to be doing this.
Yeah. Ditto.
Unfortunately, life says no.
Has other plans. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Amber tonight is Rebecca Harkness, and we love that. She's living in a house on the beach in Rhode
Yeah.
Island. Her neighbor's dog died of key lime green.
Of key lime green. It died of
Mm-hmm.
key lime green. I'm
Yeah.
throwing nuts and bolts at my cat.
Well, fuck off, Milo.
That's what I got.
Nice.
Nuts and bolts.
Do those belong to anything, or
Don't know.
is your desk gonna crumble out from under
Found them
you?
on the ground. I'm not quite sure I recognize them.
Okay.
So they're cat throwing items now.
Yeah, that always drives me a little mad when I'm like, I know this like belongs to something, but the
Yeah, it
world may
didn't
never
come from
know.
nowhere, right? Like it's to something for sure.
Like, which corner of my house is gonna fall down now?
Yeah. Probably an important one if I know how the world works, and I feel like I do
Mm-hmm.
at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I was feeling the Rebecca Harkness vibes because I'm reading the Taylor Swift inspired Emily Henry book. Big
Oh,
something life, big, bold, beautiful. I don't know. It has a crazy title.
how is it?
It's good. It follows two people who are interviewing this older woman who is the character that's inspired by Rebecca Harkness. So I definitely see where the inspiration came from, and it's pretty good so far. It's telling the story of this woman's life, and it goes a lot into like her family and stuff. And I'm having a very hard time keeping all of it straight. And I think
Oh,
the book is a little confusing in that regard, but it's still just one of those books that's really easy to read. But it's like it kind of distracts from the other relationships in the book because it's like so much of this backstory of this really cool character, but it's like too much backstory.
right. And it's like sometimes before you know why the information is important, if you just throw all that information out, it's like, okay, I'm retaining about 10% of this. So
Yeah.
whenever I
Yeah.
need to recall this, I'm going to have to flip back here and read it again anyway. So just tell me
Right.
then.
And the names are just like off the wall. Like one of her husband's name, her late husband's name was Cosmo Sinclair. Like what the fuck? How am I supposed to remember anybody's names if that's what we're going with? Cosmo Sinclair. Okay. So Tori today is two Trailer Park Girls,
Mhm.
and ever since she bopped into the studio, I've just had round the outside, round the outside, round the outside
I
in
saw
my
you
head.
kind of bopping your head a minute ago, and I was going to ask you if it was because you saw my name. Yeah, it's been
Yes.
playing in my head too. And
Yeah.
that's because we're back. Back again. Tell a friend.
Oh, clever. See, I hadn't made the connection
There
that
it is.
that's why you used it. So back again. But it's
I
just
want to sing it, but I won't. I won't.
thank you. I feel like I have like a little twitch happening. I've been
It's
singing
trying
just
to
that one
erupt
part.
from me.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Okay, so what do we have going on lately in the last month? Lots about Katy Perry. A few things.
There's a few things, and I can't believe she's making headlines. First, she went to space, and I still haven't figured out why.
Yeah. Mm, I
I'm
don't know
still
if
trying
anyone
to
has.
grapple with that. Yeah.
Well, she found love out there, what it meant. She found out what it meant when she was out
Mhm.
there.
Yeah. Well, it certainly explains the weird behavior on tour. Like at least, it's easier to believe than like somebody actually put this show together. Somebody was like, you know what, Katie, you're going to sing California Girls while next to a giant toilet with a piece of shit, and the shit has a face and it's
Right. Like,
moving.
Where is the connection? Like, I just can't. Is she saying that California girls are shitty?
I would really, again, love to know why.
The
Just
entire, and I think it's called like the Lifetimes tour or something too. So it's like kind of trying to play off,
the eras. Well,
which
everyone's gonna try to capitalize on
I
that
don't blame.
now. Yeah.
Right. I don't blame that. But it's just so cringy. It's hard to see it.
Yeah. Well, and I just think she, people who are trying to do that same type of thing, nobody has the discography to back it up. Like Katy Perry's only good song is the very first song she came out with. And then after
Right.
that they were all kind of like California Girl sucks. That song sucks. Now that's
I
stuck in
don't
my head.
I don't think there's one Katy Perry song that I like, if I'm being honest.
Well, I feel like when I Kissed a Girl came out, it was like kind of edgy.
It was, yeah. I liked the idea of it. Like the
Yeah.
song itself, I don't like, but I did like the concept of it.
Yeah. And I think just after that she, if she had stayed that same genre, then like maybe she would have been successful, but I feel like everything else was like her trying to fit in or like be like other people and it just sucked. Like her music just
Hmm.
sucks.
She's certainly not trying to fit in anymore.
Yeah, the dance moves, the like everything, I'm really concerned.
It's just so, yeah. It just doesn't make any sense, any of it.
No.
And on top of that, it's like not even clever. It's like a
No.
high schooler like who direct like is in charge of choreography for the high school play, like
I was going to say
is
middle school cuz at least high schoolers I think might have like somewhat more substance.
honestly, actually you're probably right.
Ex-
And they've got like some swag, you know.
yeah, it's like we live in a world of like, kids say like skibbity toilet. I don't even know what that means, but like maybe that mindset is what made the toilet stage
Maybe.
situation happen.
Are
I
the
think
Gen
it's
Zers appreciating this? I think is the question. Let us know.
would love to know.
Yeah,
I
cuz
feel
I
like
don't think
no is the answer. I think they'd be
I
like,
do
that's
too.
lame as fuck.
I think so too. Yeah. I don't know if
Uh-huh.
they listen to Katy Perry at all.
No,
Especially
no,
not now, now that she went to
definitely
space. I
not.
think
Definitely
I think
not.
they're over that. I haven't seen anything from the Met Gala except Sabrina Carpenter's outfit that you sent me, which was beautiful. I love it. And I heard people are making fun of her for not wearing pants.
Yeah, I'm like 50-50. I think it is almost like expected at this point. So, somebody doing interviews was like, "Oh, she's in her normal silhouette. Like she never has pants on when she's on stage."
True. Yeah.
So it's like, but at the same time I felt like it would have been cool if she had some like really cool trousers on.
Mm-hmm.
So the theme this year was about menswear, like black menswear specifically,
Oh, okay.
and which is really super cool theme. The thing I was most disappointed in is there was just a sea of black and white, and I just wish people would have done more color.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sabrina, I thought like that was a beautiful color,
Yeah.
and it really stood out. But there was so much that was so boring,
Yeah.
especially because it was like tailoring was part of it, and so there were a lot of like suits and that
Yeah,
type
and
of
men kind
thing.
of are boring, aren't they?
Yeah,
Unfortunately. I mean, not all men. Like Travis Kelsey has some cool outfits. Sometimes he gets a little too cool with him, but I mean, such is the price of fashion.
yeah,
But yeah, there are people who have like men who have like fashion sense, but I think the majority of them are just wearing
yeah,
black and white or like neutral tones, which is lame. Step it up.
yeah. It's just there was just like way too much of it. But I thought some people did a really cool job. Zendaya looked really cool. She had like an all white suit on. Who else?
Oh, I like Zendaya's. Okay. I like the hat with it. Makes
Yes.
it like so feminine.
There were a few K-pop girlies I thought looked really cool. Jenny and Lisa from Blackpink were both there and they both looked awesome. Although Lisa was literally wearing underwear. She's the one who was in The White Lotus. She played Moon. She's like a superstar in Thailand.
Oh, I did see hers.
Yeah, ever since we watched White Lotus, my algorithm has picked up that I love the gals of Blackpink, mainly because I
Oh.
think Lisa is was in The White Lotus. And so
Uh-huh.
it's just like my whole feed is just like these badass K-pop girls, and I love it.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
I saw that she had she also didn't have pants on, and she had Rosa Parks on her. Rosa
Yeah,
Parks' face was on her underwear,
and her
which
vagina.
people
And it was really cool. Like her outfit, if you saw it up close, like you could tell that it was Rosa Parks. Like you could see there were other faces too. I don't think it was just Rosa Parks.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
I thought it was cool, but the whole thing is like it's like a costume and fashion thing. It's not supposed to
Hmm.
be like it doesn't have to be a boring suit just because that's the
That
theme. Like you can go a little weird with it. I
Yeah,
think
that's
that's
kind of
the
my
point.
thing with people getting upset about them not wearing pants too. I'm like, but it's like a fashion thing. Like you
Yeah, but
should push
so
the
many
boundary a little
people,
bit.
yeah, so many people wear so much more like scandalous things than that, like literally see through things. So it's like, I don't know,
Yeah.
stay home.
Right. Did anyone else stand out?
I thought Kendall Jenner and Haley Bieber both looked real boring, like they were going to
Oh,
a
okay.
funeral. And Kendall usually slays at the Met Gala, so it was a little it was like okay, but it was like Kendall had on like charcoal dark gray and Haley had on black and it was just like so boring.
Yeah,
Yawn.
Haley's looks like what everyone was wearing on Summer House like 4 seasons ago. Just like the
Yeah.
blazer.
Yeah.
Um,
Rihanna looked awesome. Honestly, I feel like I liked more of the men's outfits than the women's. Oh, I did really like Chapel Roan's. It reminded me
oh,
of
I did see hers.
Elton John. It was very Elton John to me.
Nice. Yeah, I saw hers. I liked hers too.
I thought it was interesting. Yeah. I
The
liked the
pants are
colors.
awesome. And then
So
that
cool.
like jacket that goes over it, the coat. And I like that you can take the coat off and it's kind of a different thing too.
Hmm.
We got the group chat season 2 back. I think we've
Yeah.
only had the one episode.
I think there
Or
were
was there
two.
two?
There were two.
Did I
And
not
now
watch the second one?
it's about like the bachelorette party or something. Is that what it's?
Mhm. Oh, I did watch it. I did watch the second one, yeah. Yeah, so it's a destination wedding and then
Yeah.
now she's trying to do a destination bachelor party as
Like
well, like
a couple weeks before or something, like really last minute too.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
a lot to ask.
that is a
It's
lot.
very like girl chatty though. Like I feel like that's something that would happen. Not with
Yeah,
my friends. We're all broke, but
right. Yeah. I was really disappointed this week when I saw on TikTok there was a male version of the group chat. That's going to be a no
no.
from us, dog.
Mm-mm.
So turn that
Nope.
off. Get rid of it.
It's literally just memes of balls, I feel like.
Yeah.
Teabagging.
Yeah.
That's all they talk about.
We're good. We're good. We don't need that.
Taylor is now subpoenaed in subpoenaed. Subpoenaed is the way you say it, but it's spelled subpoenaed.
I'm not even quite sure what you said. Can we just run it back?
Taylor's been subpoenaed?
There it is. Okay. But it sounded like you said
I did say it weird the very first time.
Sabina. Yeah.
Taylor's been subpoenaed in the whole Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni of it all,
So do you think
and
they're friends at this point?
well, not really, because Travis
Tay,
unfollowed
Ryan.
Ryan Reynolds, and Sam and I were actually talking about this on Crimelia Street yesterday. But like, it's kind of feels like like I could see. I'm being very parasocial right now, but I can kind of see it playing out as like Travis is like, babe, I'm gonna unfollow him. And she's like, no, don't. Everyone's going to note it. Like, if you unfollow him, you're making a statement. Like, everyone's going to note it. And he's like, I don't care. I'm doing it. And he just like
Yeah.
does it anyways. But because like she's still following them, but he isn't. So I don't know. I've kind of made up that scenario in my head that that's kind of how it went down.
I just feel like she's got to be pissed off.
It can't feel good to hear that someone's trying to leverage your like hard
Name.
work and name behind your back in that kind of way. Like it doesn't without you knowing about it too. It can't
Yeah,
feel
and
good.
I just don't think we can ever go back to being ignorant to Blake being an asshole. Like, I just can't unsee all the
You can't.
assholeness. And I will say, I did watch A Simple Favor 2. It was bad. It was so bad. The story was
Oof.
so stupid. And it's a shame because the first one, the story is good because it's based off a book, but there's not a second book. So the
Mm,
people who created the movie just went and did whatever. And it's like the story's so dumb. And it's like you can feel Blake's hands all over.
that's what I was about to ask. Okay.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the wardrobe, you're just like, I know she picked this out.
Yeah, I don't think I can ever go back to, like you said, when you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
just can't, I can't see her in the same light. I used to love her too.
I know. I know. She seemed like a totally different person. And we still don't actually know her. Like, it's so funny that
No, not at all.
but we've seen enough, right?
We've seen enough for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. This next note, I'm very excited to kind of
Yeah.
debut here.
Yeah. So Henrietta gave me an update. She wrote in and said she also did not know that Louis Vuitton and Louboutin were two different things. And
Hmm.
she was like, this is dumb. So
Well, it is.
it is. And I wonder like how far apart they were established, the two brands. Like
Yeah,
they're
and
older,
like
so
and then being born too, like were they literally just born with those names and then those two people ended up being fashion designers or
it's
like
just it does
did
there's
someone
no
do a
way.
name change at some point? I I need to know more.
Yeah. Maybe we should ask ChatGPT one day.
Mm-hmm.
Also, current events, we had Mother's Day.
Mm.
That's
Happy
also
Mother's
going
Day.
on. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day, mothers. I was really
Mm-hmm.
happy to stay in my sweatpants and
Lovely.
take a nap and sleep in. And yeah, we did running around on Saturday so that Sunday we didn't have to go anywhere. And that was a
That's
smart move.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't get better.
I also was like, kind of just like, don't get me anything for Mother's Day after the whole shelf debacle. I guess I can maybe give a few minute overview of that.
We need to get into the shelf
I
story.
had my first and last Facebook Marketplace purchase. I hyper fixated on this rattan shelf for like a week.
Hmm.
And it's
A
really
solid
just
week.
really bad this one weekend. And it was just like the perfect size for this one spot in my house where I've always wanted to put a big plant shelf. And this was like the mecca of plant shelves. And it was being sold for like a really good deal from some old people who know how to take care of shit. So it was just like in great condition. The only thing was this thing is so fucking big. Figuring out how to get it to my house because it was like 45 minutes away. It wasn't just like, right down the street. And so at first I was like, okay, I'll just rent a U-Haul. And then when you figure out like all the hidden costs of the U-Haul, it's like the U-Haul is going to cost more than the actual item.
Hmm.
And I just couldn't do that. Like
No.
I couldn't spend more on the vehicle than on the item itself, even though like it still was a good deal, like the total cost, but I would not do that. Okay. So I decided I wasn't going to get the shelf. Okay. Then I hyper fixated on it and decided no, I was going to get the shelf,
Hmm.
but that I was going to rent a trailer instead of a regular U-Haul because I have a trailer hitch in my car. And my husband is like And Tori too, like on this roller coaster with me, and we're just like back and forth, not getting the shelf, getting the shelf, not getting the
I
shelf.
mean, it definitely went from like I think you and I from Thursday to like Sunday.
To
I'm
Sunday,
pretty
yeah.
sure.
And we went
Yeah.
to get it on Monday. And so I thought I had figured out a way to cheat the system because with the trailer, it doesn't, you don't put miles on a trailer, you don't put gas in it. So they don't charge you an hourly rate for it. It's just like flat fee. And I was like, okay, perfect. They put the measurements on the listing. I picked a trailer that was bigger than that. And I was like, cool, we're good. And we weren't good. Okay. We weren't good. First, we went to the wrong place to pick it up. We were at the storage place next
Classic.
door and we're just standing there, standing around. I finally call the number that's on the door and they're like, oh, yeah, that's next door. Go next door and they'll help you with that. And so we do. And then they're like, okay, let's go get you hooked up. My husband and the gal go outside to hook up the trailer to our car. And our trailer hitch is a half an inch too big. Half
Not
an
too
inch.
big because I too small. You could probably maybe still make it work.
Yeah, because there were like secondary chains and stuff that were like hooked onto the car too. So they're like, okay, but no worries. We sell trailer hitches here, so you can buy one from us. They're $40.
Perfect.
And I'm like, I look at my husband and I'm like, that means I'm gonna spend the same amount on this as if I had just rented the U-Haul. Now that we're
Hmm.
throwing the trailer hitch in. I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, cool. So we buy the thing, and then my husband's like, the trailer hitch that's on our car is locked. We need a key to get it off. We didn't bring the key with us. We don't know where the key is. So we have
Right.
to go home and find it. It took us an
No.
hour. Yeah, yeah. It took us an hour to find the key.
Mhm.
And it was like dumb luck that we found it too. I was like, is this it? And I did not think it was it. We get it. We go back. They put the new hitch on. They hook us up. Honestly, it was scary. Okay, my car, I was a little afraid it was going to just get pulled apart, to be honest with you. It was a little touch and go. It was a 45-minute drive. Okay, but by this point, we're about an hour and a half behind, and the people are like, "Hey, we have a doctor's appointment to go to. You need to be here by 11:45." And I'm like, "Cool." My ETA
And
is 11:40. So we get there, and this old man like just welcomes me right into his house. He doesn't even like, "Hey, nice to meet you," nothing. I go in, and he's looking out in the driveway and looking at me, and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "I don't think it's gonna fit." And I'm like, "Oh no, I got one that's bigger than the shelf. It's gonna fit. It's absolutely gonna fit." And it's pretty heavy. So my husband and I maneuver it out of this tiny little house outside, and what do you know? The shit does not fit. It is about a half an inch too big to fit through the lip of the door. So again, just measurements not on my side this day. Not on my side.
mm-mm. And it was because it was like it wasn't like it was an inner lip or like something they weren't measuring too, right?
Yes. So the trailer was 5 feet wide, but because of the lip, it took away a few inches. And
That's
the shelf
crazy.
was 5 feet wide. So it was just like, and we tried turning it like cattywampus, like at an angle, and that didn't work either. It was like not going to go in there. Like there was just no way. And so this old man's like, okay, let me just go talk to my neighbor. He has a truck. We've got to get her to this doctor's appointment at the Cancer Society, and I
No,
just need to
not
make sure. No, I was like,
not the Cancer Society.
I was like, no, 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 no. And like, they need to leave. Like, they need to go.
That
And
sounds important.
it does. And so this old man's like running over to his neighbor's house to find out if he can borrow his truck. Meanwhile, this nice old lady's like, take some ferns with you. We have too many ferns. We had to
Oh
repot
my
them.
god.
These ferns are huge. I swear to God, she's been growing them for 30 years. They're gigantic. And she's like loading us up with ferns. This old man comes back with a truck. Meanwhile, she's told us he just had a stroke recently. And we're like, sir, do not pick up that shelf. Do not pick up that shelf. He's picking up the shelf.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy. So they get it up there. They have this little strap to kind of like, keep it steady. And he's like, okay, I'll follow you. And like 5 minutes into not even 5 minutes into the drive, he's pulled over. on the very busy road, a
The
very
strap
busy
came
road.
off?
It started to like wiggle, and so he wanted
Oh
to like
gosh.
lay it down so it didn't fall because it would have broken. It would have definitely
Yeah.
broken if it fell. And so we had to like pull a Yui. Meanwhile we still have a giant ass trailer on the back of our car. There's
Right.
nothing in it,
And
but
kids in the car too, probably, right?
no, they were at school. Thank fucking Christ.
Oh,
The
that's right.
ferns
Good.
wouldn't have
Okay.
fit. The ferns wouldn't have fit with the kids. We would have had to leave the kids. Like, you live here now. We'll be back from the Cancer Society later.
Well,
I
they
don't
could have ridden with Joe.
know. Yes. Oh my God. So we finally made it back over to our house, and it is a stunner. Like, it is a really cool shelf.
It
And
does look really cool.
it fits the space like perfectly. It's exactly what I wanted to go there. And I've had to like literally like force myself to walk away from it. Like I just kind of stand there and stare at it because of everything I had to go through to get it.
That's fair.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so long story short, that's why I was like, don't get me anything for Mother's Day after the fucking shelf shenanigans. But I did get a bunch of plants for my shelf. So
Nice. Yeah, you got that. She's got one that has vines on it, wraps around the shelf. So cool.
so cool. I'm very excited. And I just keep rearranging it. So it's my personality now. It's just my shelf.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it has been for a couple weeks already.
Right. Yes.
We're all used to it now.
Everyone's like, yeah, she's not the same person she was before that shelf. I'll tell you
Amber the
that.
shelf girl.
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
We have 3 days until Mormon Mom Talk secrets come back.
I can't wait. Do we know if it's all dropping at once?
No,
It doesn't.
we
It's
don't.
weekly. Oh
No, we
no, we
don't
don't
know.
know.
Sorry.
Okay, so there's a chance. No, that's good. There's a chance that we get it all.
Yes. And I think last time, I want to say they did like 4 episodes and 4 episodes or something like that, didn't they?
I think
Maybe I
there
could be
were.
wrong.
I do remember that we watched like a good bit at once, and I think we pretty much
Hmm.
watched it immediately. Like we jumped on that bandwagon. I
Hmm.
am so excited. I've been seeing a lot of them on social media, just like I'm sure everybody is, like just inundated with interviews and clips from the season, and it looks like it's going to be good. Demi looks like she's going to be the new villain, which is great because I don't like Demi.
Yeah. I can't remember if I like her or not. I
She was
feel
just
like,
like really
didn't she
harsh.
get sketchy towards the end?
She was also like really harsh on Whitney, which like Whitney did kind of deserve some heat, but like she was just like
Yeah.
so aggressive towards her, like chasing her
Okay.
down when she was upset. And it was just like, okay,
A little
calm your
much.
tits. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I don't like Whitney either, so that's
Right. Says a lot.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it was interesting. There was this like I think it was their LA premiere this week, and all the cast members wore light blue or some shade of blue, and Demi wore white.
Oh.
So she was trying to be different or stand out, which is interesting. And
Yeah.
I saw shit going around like Taylor Frankie Paul commented on it and was like, somebody always has to be different or something like that. Like they're all shading each other
There's
so much.
always one.
Yeah.
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 That's funny.
So I'm
It's
excited for
hard
that.
to tell like what's real with the shade with them or not because yeah,
Some
you
of it
just
they
know that
do
they
on
would.
purpose
Right. Yeah.
to some extent. Like they kind of have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did have a friend submitted funny text.
Nice. Okay.
Pull it up. She was complaining about her husband, so we'll keep her anonymous. But I said, I'm sorry, dude. He takes you for granted. If he was a Pokemon, he'd be a Magikarp. And then, do you know what Magikarp is, Amber? Okay, so Magikarp is a Pokemon that's pretty much useless. It's a fish, and all it does is flop around. And, like, it
Oh.
ends up becoming a super strong Pokemon, but it takes the longest time ever. Like, you have to just, like, carry it around with you for, like, a year before it will actually become that Pokemon. So
It looks like
it just
this.
Yes, exactly. And she told me that she would like to submit that as a funny text. So it's not me reading my own funny text
No,
because I submitted it. It's me reading my own funny text because she
somebody else
submitted it.
did. Yeah, no, that makes
Yes.
total sense. That makes total
Hmm.
sense.
Just
Yeah.
want to put that clarification out there.
Hmm. Yeah.
So what are we consuming this month? Summer House has been a
Yeah.
big one.
It's been the
I
one consistent thing I've been watching is Summer House.
do you like it?
I do. Yeah. It's I think I like it more than the last seasons of Vanderpump.
Mm-hmm.
Like it
Yeah,
doesn't
same.
I don't know. It's just like a little bit different. Maybe it's because like Vanderpump started when they were so young, and with Summer House they've always been like a little bit older. I don't know,
Mhm. And
but
the Vanderpump dynamic changed to where it didn't feel natural anymore.
that's
And
true.
this feels like realistic and natural because they're out doing their like day jobs during the week and then they come and just like hang out in this house in the weekend. So it feels more
Yeah,
realistic.
it does. But yeah, I do like it. It's slower, but in a
Yes.
good way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I really liked a couple episodes ago, like Paige was going through a lot, which I hate that she was going through that, but it was cool seeing her being so vulnerable about it
Hmm.
on camera. And especially Sierra and her had a conversation, and Sierra like asked her some really tough questions from friend to friend. Like a lot of friends don't ask those questions, I feel like, because they're
Yeah.
not easy questions to answer. But yeah, I just appreciated those vulnerable conversations because I feel
Yeah.
like you don't see that a lot on reality TV.
I like all the
Or
women a lot in the show. I don't have a lot of nice things to say about the men. Other than
that's fair.
Carl's okay, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
he's a little
Carl seems
odd
yeah.
sometimes, but that again, I don't really mind that either. It's you know what I don't like about Carl? I'll tell you. His teeth. The teeth bother me.
Yeah, I think he
They're
got them done at some point.
Oh, he definitely did. Those are not real teeth. Those are
Yeah.
veneers for
Yeah.
sure. And I know
Yeah.
everybody does the veneers now, but it's just like no. No, they're too big. It's like that episode of Friends where Ross gets his teeth whitened and they like glow in the dark. They're like scary. That's how
they
Carl's teeth are.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, but him as a
Um
person, I think I like. I really like Lindsay. I like watching Lindsay's journey to motherhood. I think it's
Lindsay this
interesting.
season is like
Yeah,
she's the best. Her Lindsay last season,
yeah,
nightmare.
yeah.
Pregnancy looks great on her, and she seems happy. Like she
She
genuinely just
does.
seems happy. I think
Yeah,
she's wanted to be a mom for so long, and I think she's just so happy to finally be getting that. The way she wears her bump is just so
so
cute. I
cute.
can't get enough of it.
Yeah, I love that she always has it out. Like, girl,
Yes.
yes. And she's
Hmm.
hot, like so she could literally wear anything and look amazing.
Hmm.
Pregnant, not pregnant, whatever. I love watching Paige, Sierra, and Amanda's friendship. I
Yeah.
hate Jesse Solomon. I hate him.
Yeah, and I loved him before this season, and he
Yeah,
was
last
always a
year.
playboy, but he didn't get involved with any women like seriously because he was always
Mhm.
a playboy, and now he's trying this new role out, and he sucks at it, so
Yeah, and I don't
badly.
like it for Lexi. Like she's young. She needs to go be with somebody who can appreciate her, and it's not him.
I do appreciate that the girls like have her back, even though they've known Jesse for longer. They're like, "Hey, you're a girl." By the way, what happened to the other new girl? Remember, there's
So,
two new girls.
yeah, I guess she like kind of stopped showing up to filming and she was also like talking shit
Oh.
about the show and like the people, like Lindsay and like the rest of the cast, I
Oh.
guess. So she kind of just got like phased out.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Also,
Yeah, I
their
was wondering what happened.
Imrul hasn't been on there. Like, I don't think he was on the last episode.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's got to be so strange being one of the new people with this group. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to go.
No, I feel like if you're one of the new people, it has to be someone who's like already been in their friend group,
Hmm.
and is just like getting invited out to the house now. But yeah, the whole bringing the two like younger women in who don't know the other women was like a
It
real
was weird.
gamble.
It was
And
a
you can
weird
definitely
choice.
see the divide between them. And they're kind of taking Lexi in now, but like it took some time because she's just at a totally
She
different
was,
place in life than they are. It looks like she's about to turn on Sierra though. I don't On the most recent episode at the end, they showed the credits and I hate to
yeah,
see that.
I know. They're kind of like taking shots at each other in interviews and stuff a little bit. Like,
Shoot. Yeah.
just a little bit.
And
Like,
like,
Sierra's like, I don't care. And Lexi's
yeah,
like, kind of talking shit. And Sierra just says she doesn't care. But it's like,
you probably do a little bit.
kind of feel
Yeah.
like you do care a little. And it's kind of like a dick move. She kind of said, like, she might be there next season. She might not. I don't care if I see her again. That's kind of what she said.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's not very
So
nice.
it wasn't. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So it was.
And I feel like she thinks that like Sierra made some move on Jesse or something. And it's like, it's not Sierra around Jesse you need to be worried about. It's Jesse around Sierra.
I think
The Last of Us. Last
Tori
we
sped through it.
Tori got through the entirety of it.
And she
And
got
like
ahead
so
of me.
yes.
And I had seen the first season before.
I got strep throat last week and I just binged Last of Us. I
Yeah.
think in 2 days.
Yeah. It was really fast. And
2 or 3
I will
days.
commend you because like it raises my heart rate. Like it stresses me out, that show. They're running from
I
those things.
I notice it stresses me out more when it's one episode at a time for some
That's fair.
reason.
No, that's totally fair.
Because last night's episode stressed me out,
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
but like all the entire seasons before didn't really stress me out. I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't explain that why like a
Yeah.
day of it at a time is less stressful than an hour,
Had you
but it's
played the
good. I
video
like it.
game?
No.
Okay, so me neither, obviously.
I
I
was
only
going to say
Crash
yeah. I know.
Bandicoot.
No, I know. You don't have to say that.
Yeah.
We know.
um so yeah, I didn't know that Joel was going to die, as
Yeah.
you probably did not know that Joel
Spoiler.
was going to die.
Trigger warning, spoilers.
Spoiler, spoiler. The spoiliest spoiler, Joel dies
Yeah.
in the
I will
most
say
like awful way.
I was pretty sure that that was what happened because I remember you saying it was like something that was really hard to see. So in my head, I was like, it's either Ellie or it's Joel, and I feel like Ellie has to still be in it.
Right, because
So
she's the immune one. Yeah,
yeah,
I feel like Joel's death is really overshadowing the last couple of episodes for me, so that's all I can think about. Also, Ellie and that girl just like making out after the pregnancy announcement. That it was like, what? Okay, so I'm
it,
super stressed out because there's like a million of those fucking fungi chasing you guys.
yeah,
You expose yourself and get bitten, and she almost
hmm,
shoots you,
yep.
and then she announces she's pregnant, and you're just like, let's
It
make
was
out.
the Yeah, it was the instant makeout session for me that just felt so. I was like, and I wanted to text you immediately and be like, what just happened?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think
And
you hadn't seen that one yet.
I was a couple episodes behind, and you told me to let you know when I was caught up, so I thought that meant that the story was good, or like
Yeah,
it was
something
just
crazy
like,
happened. And I was
no,
like,
this
no, it's
is
a little thing.
it's just fucking weird. Like, I'm
Yes.
pregnant. Great, let's make out. I don't know. It was like,
And then she's instantly just like, oh, I'm going to be a dad now. And I don't know. It's just like how it's It's interesting how this is going to play out with the three
Yeah.
parents, but I mean, honestly, that's dope, really.
It's great. It's just like the way the pacing moves in a post-apocalyptic world
It's
isn't one that
interesting.
we understand.
No, it's not.
That's for sure.
No, it's not.
But I am really sad. I knew there was a text I meant to read when we were talking about you watching The Last of Us. I said how much I love Pedro. And Tori said, I haven't met Pedro yet. Like, no, yeah, that's Joel. But Pedro Pascal is like the kindest man on earth. Like, he needs to be
Mm,
cherished. So
okay. Good
really a
to
shame
know.
that he's not in the show anymore. Yeah, if you see interviews of him, he's so lovable. He's so
Oh.
lovable. Yeah. Yeah.
Severance, no thoughts?
I was really tired when I watched it, but it was fucking weird.
Yeah. Well, it
It was
is. Yeah.
it was fucking weird. And we haven't gone back for episode 2 yet, so we'll see. Milo, I swear to fucking God.
Yeah, we're just going to have to start sacrificing cats because my
Uh-huh.
cat's driving me freaking crazy over here too.
It's bullshit.
Well, I hope you guys do give it some more chances.
It's got
It's so
great
good.
actors and stuff in it, and it's just like I was just like,
It's not the fastest moving show for sure. But like being able to like I think if I had to watch it like waiting in between episodes being released, I don't know if I would like it as much, but like being able to binge it I think made it more tolerable. So we'll see. Now I'm
yeah.
hooked, so I'm sure I'll still like next season.
Some things that we have upcoming are the Mormon Wives. We should have Big
Hmm.
Brother soon. Is
Oh
usually in the
yeah.
summer. Love Island. And
Yes.
there is some kind of Love Island spin-off thing happening with the
Mm.
cast from last year. So I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
what that is exactly, if it's just like catching up on their lives after the show. I don't
Hmm.
know what it is, but Leah, Serena, all of our favorites are going to be
Hell
on
yeah.
that. So,
I want to watch that.
mhm. We did just get a new Vanderpump Villa
Oh yeah, yeah.
season. I am only interested in it because Stassi's on
Yeah.
and the Mormon wives are in it.
They are. Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. I
because they
forgot.
visited. They're not in the
That's
entire, like, I
right.
think they're only in a few of the episodes. I
Like
don't
an
think they're,
episode.
yeah, that's what it seemed
Hmm.
like. Because I think they get new
Hmm.
guests every episode, right?
Yeah, almost every episode. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, The
I
Valley is out. Also, haven't been watching that.
Oh, what? I thought we were watching. You watched most of it, right? You're like an episode behind, maybe.
I don't even think I finished the whole first episode.
Oh, just kidding. The
Yeah.
Valley's pretty good this season.
I just
Kind
hate
of.
Janet. Hate
Really?
Janet.
Okay.
And
I don't.
Michelle and whoever Michelle's ex is.
Jesse, he sucks. Yeah.
Jesse and
Oh,
Jax.
apparently Brittany and Jesse are maybe together.
Oh, Jesse Solomon.
Yes, and Brittany Cartwright.
Yeah. I At first I thought you meant
Whoa.
Jesse Michelle's Jesse.
No,
And then I
sorry.
was
Yeah,
like,
that would
that
be
would be
the
great.
connection that you would think. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, Jesse Solomon and Brittany Cartwright. I
That's
Are we
not
sure?
vibing with me. Like, I just feel like Britney's in such a different place in her life than
Yeah.
Jesse Solomon is. So this week's for Who's the Better Friend, we are guessing each other's favorite cereals, which we decided back on our last episode before our last episode, if that makes any sense. We
Hmm.
recorded it back on March 11th. So we've been thinking about each other's favorite cereals for 2 months now.
Okay, I just want to say in advance, I feel not strongly about my answers for you. First, I guessed Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Mm-mm.
Is it on the list?
No. Mm-mm.
Damn. Okay, I didn't think so. You can see how well. That was my first one.
It was a contender, I will say, but it didn't make it.
Okay. Captain Crunch.
That did make it 1 point.
Okay. And Froot Loops.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, so I got 1 point. What are your favorite cereals?
My oh, the favorite cereals I put down, one, Honey Bunches, particularly vanilla flavor, but also almonds or any of them. Number two, Life, which is a bit of a oh.
Oh, okay. Oh.
um, okay. Number three, Captain Crunch, which is my dessert cereal. That's
Yes, that
like
makes
I'm not
sense.
eating that in the morning. That's I smoked
This,
a little and then I'm
I was gonna say munching food. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
having a little
Totally.
Captain Crunch before bed.
Okay. Okay, those make sense for you. Except for the life.
I love Life. Okay, so now I'm guessing Amber's favorite cereals. For number one, I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
No, not on the list.
Number two, Honey Bunches.
You got it in the right place and everything.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically the one with almonds. That one's my favorite.
That that is a
Yeah.
good one,
It
yeah.
has like the best crunch. And
It
almonds are
does.
delicious. I love an almond.
Mhm. Number three, I put Count Chocula.
No.
I only put it because you said that they were obscure. So I was like,
That makes sense. That makes more sense now.
and
I
I'm
got
not gonna lie, I had Life as number one because you said they were obscure, and then I saw your face when I, I said Life, and I had to make
You're
a
like,
quick change. I
not that.
was like, oh,
Not that. Okay, so for number one, it's Frosted Flakes.
oh my god, what a choice! That's a
It's
decision.
it's mostly sentimental. Well, no, I actually just love Frosted Flakes. My
I
dad
should have
used
put
to love.
Raisin Bran on there.
You put life,
It's
you might
just,
as well have
it's
put
just
raisin bran.
okay.
Frosted
Frosted
Flakes.
Flakes. Frosted Flakes is way closer to Raisin Bran. I quit. I quit.
Raisin bland. It is bland. Raisin bland is we're rebranding to that, please. Okay, so Frosted Flakes is number one. Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds, I think is actually my number one favorite, but I wrote it down as number two.
Number two.
So I got it. You're getting your fucking points.
It's locked in. Okay.
But if we're being honest, if I have to pick a cereal, that's what I want. And number three was Captain Crunch.
Ah,
I thought Honey Bunches of Oats was obscure.
I had Captain Crunch on there too, and I took it off for Count Chocula.
Honestly, Captain Crunch is delicious, but it
It's
hurts
so
the roof
good.
of my mouth so bad. So
Yes.
it's like it's as much pleasure as pain.
Are
So
you an Oops All Berry fan too?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Sam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's great. Um
It's so good.
also totally unrelated, something I am fucking obsessed with recently and it's gonna give me diabetes. Fucking Nerds gummy clusters.
Dude.
They
Oh,
have
because I
no
brought those
because
over.
of you. It's because of you.
Yes.
It is totally your fault for bringing those over on Easter weekend. Because now, every time I go to Walmart, guess what I buy?
They're so good, dude.
It's crack. And now I've got Sean on them, and he's like, "Don't bring that in here. Don't. We're not watching TV with that bag because it'll be gone." The other night, James was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get some of those Nerds clusters." I'm like, "No, no, I ate them."
No,
No.
they're so good, dude. I only get them like I think that's the first bag I've ever actually bought, the one I brought over. But like other people have given them to me, and every time I'm like, that shit is dangerous.
Yeah,
Like,
so if I ever have to make like a basket of yummy things for someone, that's going in there with a note that says
mhm,
like this is a
sorry.
this is yeah, like sorry in advance. This has no business being this good. They're nerds.
Right. Like if you find yourself seeking help, like here are the resources.
Yeah. Catch us next time for Who's a Better Friend favorite summer activity. Follow us on Instagram at Out of Touch PCast. Follow us on TikTok at Out of Touch Moments. Send us an email at outoftouchcast@gmail.com. Follow us on YouTube at Out of Touch Pod with Tori and Amber. Or check us out on Reddit at Out of Touch Podcast.
Boom.
Bye.